Crimson Witch of Flames. Witch's flower of blaze, a flower touched by the witch who once dreamt of burning away all the demons in the world. The anonymous flames affectionately caress the hands of those who touch it. Item story. A common species of flower. It is curiously capable of resisting the Crimson Witch's flames. A crisis centuries ago dashed all hope of the maiden seeing the future promised to her. Those dear to her, her past days, and her bright future. All gone. From the ashes, the Crimson Witch of Flame was born, and she burned away her pain with fire. Yet this flower stayed resilient, soft, and moist. Perhaps both painful and beautiful memories were two sides of the same coin. Witch's ever-burning plume, a bird feather touched by the witch who once dreamt of burning away all the demons in the world. Its eternal flame burns hot. Item story. A forever burning bird feather. The fire shall burn for all eternity. Scorched earth followed in her wake, for she chose a path of hellfire. Though her fires only touched monsters and demons, people still cowered behind closed windows and tried to drive her away. But none of that mattered to her. New hopes were birthed from the fires of old pains. She needed not comforting nor sympathy. Chirping by her side, the birds gave her all the understanding she needed. Witch's End Time, a timepiece worn by the witch who dreamt of burning away all the demons in the world. The years the witch dedicated to the flames flow within. Item story. A small vessel containing a high-temperature liquid. It is said to be the molten souls of evil spirits. A special hydro timepiece given to the Crimson Witch before calamity struck. Back then she was still a maiden, and had not yet embarked on her journey. One cycle was the right time required to finish her study at the academia. By the time the countdown ended and she returned to her hometown, its previous owner had become a casualty of the crisis. Her maiden years were over. The Crimson Witch of Flame was born, and with her the era of destruction. The timepiece bore witness to the days of monsters and the pain they caused, until all were burned away. Witch's Heart Flames, a flame-spitting urn left behind by the Crimson Witch of Flames, who once dreamt of burning away all the demons in the world. The fire in the urn burns eternally, as did its former master. Item story. A clear bottle containing liquid fire. The techniques involved in making liquid fire have since been lost. The Crimson Witch of Flame walked upon the earth, burning monsters into cinders. Rumor told of how she sacrificed her mortal body to become the embodiment of liquid fire herself. Still, love and longing once dwelt in her maiden heart. Until fires burned away that beautiful and fragile part. Thus, she became the witch that historians were loath to remember. Witch's Scorching Hat, a hat once worn by the witch who dreamt of burning away all the demons in the world. The large brim blocked her sight. Item story. A traditional witch's pointed hat with a large brim. It grants a witch the reverence and fear which she commands. To the Crimson Witch of Flame, this large hat shielded her from surrounding distractions. It was how she was able to hone her pyro skills when she was still an apprentice. In combat, she needed not pay attention to monsters disintegrating in flames. Nor did she need to look at her own burnt face in the water's reflection. And so the Crimson Witch continued to burn, blind to the extent of her devastation.